Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a fascinating journey that goes way beyond those daily news headlines and heated social media debates. We're going to explore the core philosophy, the absolute foundational tenets that literally shape the lives of over 1 billion people across the globe.
So imagine you meet a Muslim and ask them one simple question. What does Islam actually teach? Now, you might instantly think of words like prayer, fasting, or the Quran, right? But what does the faith truly mean beyond just a checklist of religious practices? What is the underlying philosophical framework that influences how millions of people wake up, work, give, and ultimately make sense of the world around them?
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our framework for today. 1. One God and one purpose. 2. Prophets and the Quran. 3. The 5 pillars explained. 4. Faith beyond the mosque. And 5. The search for understanding.
Part 1. One God and one purpose.
So this really tackles those massive, fundamental human questions. Who created you and why are you actually here? At the absolute heart of Islam is a concept called Tawheed. This is strict monotheism, the absolute oneness of God. God isn't just one among many, definitely not human, and completely undivided. What this means is that the Creator alone deserves ultimate devotion, totally overriding temporary, fleeting pursuits like money, fame, beauty, or power.
Now, what's really interesting here is demystifying a word you've probably heard a million times: Allah. It's actually just the Arabic word for God. In fact, Arabic-speaking Christians read this exact same word in their Bibles. It isn't some entirely different deity, it's simply a linguistic translation.
And there is this really powerful quote from the Quran that explicitly states, "There is nothing like him." This strongly emphasizes that while God created humanity and the universe, he is completely distinct and entirely unlike his creation. He is totally uncontained by the universe he made.
Which brings us to this fascinating concept called the fitra. Basically, Islam teaches that we are all born with this natural inner compass that naturally searches for meaning and recognizes a creator. We are literally wired to search for a higher spiritual purpose. This suggests that material success alone, well, it's never going to fully satisfy the human soul.
Part 2. Prophets and the Quran.
So, if there is just one creator, how did he actually communicate with humanity over time? Well, through messengers. And this next point actually surprises a lot of people. Muslims have a profound, deep reverence for Jesus, who is known as Isa. They completely believe he was miraculously born to Mary and that he was the Messiah. The core theological difference from Christianity is purely about divinity. Islam views Jesus as a mighty, incredible prophet and a part of creation, but not God incarnate.
Then, of course, there is the Quran, which is believed to be the final, ultimate revelation given to Prophet Muhammad. And here's the thing, it doesn't demand blind, thoughtless faith. Actually, it's quite the opposite. It actively challenges humans to observe the natural world, really engage their intellect, deeply consider life and death, and spark genuine internal reflection and conversation.
Part 3. The 5 Pillars Explained. Let's move to and see how this builds, because this brilliantly illustrates how philosophical belief literally transforms into tangible, daily action. First up is Shahada, the core declaration of faith that completely shifts your worldview. Second is Salah, the 5 daily prayers that build incredible discipline. Third is Zakat, a required charity reminding believers that wealth is ultimately a trust. Fourth is Psalm, fasting during the month of Ramadan to actively develop empathy and self-control. And fifth is Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca that completely strips away all social status to demonstrate profound human equality.
I want to just pause on this contrast for a second. Think about the exhausting, non-stop chaos of modern life. The deadlines, the bills, the traffic, those constant smartphone notifications going off. Now contrast that with Salah. It creates 5 forced, intentional pauses every single day. At dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and night. The believer physically bows down and touches their forehead to the ground. It's this incredibly grounding, humbling equality that reminds a person 5 times a day that their life has a much, much bigger purpose than just checking their inbox.
Part 4. Faith beyond the mosque. You see, Islam isn't just confined to a prayer mat. It asks a really crucial question. What does your belief actually do to your character? Take the highly misunderstood term jihad, for example. While it's so often reduced by headlines to just meaning holy war, its actual Arabic root simply means striving or exerting effort.
Primarily, it refers to an internal, moral struggle against your own personal weaknesses to become a better person and to stand up for justice.
And there's another truly beautiful concept in this faith called tauba, which is all about repentance. Islam fully recognizes that, hey, human beings are fundamentally flawed. We make mistakes, but it approaches those mistakes with this immense sense of mercy. Tauba is the ongoing process of turning back to God, asking for forgiveness, actively changing your behavior, and having the incredible, freeing opportunity to simply begin again.
Your story isn't over. That is such an encouraging takeaway. In Islam, your past regrets and bad decisions absolutely do not have to define your future in the eyes of God. As long as you are breathing, you have the profound, open opportunity to change your course and return to your Creator. And practically speaking, changing for the better looks like this rapid-fire list of everyday actions. We're talking about treating your parents with kindness, practicing honest business, just speaking well to your neighbors, giving voluntary charity, which is called sadaqah, caring for animals, forgiving others, and acting with justice in private when absolutely no one else is watching. Because if a religion makes you pray but doesn't make you kinder, well, something is missing. In Islam, these ordinary, everyday good deeds and social responsibilities carry profound, eternal spiritual significance. Part 5, the search for understanding.
So, the crucial point is that ultimately, this faith provides a massive, universal framework to process life's struggles, basically because every single action matters. Islam clearly teaches that death is not the end. Humans will be resurrected to stand before God for a balance of perfect justice and mercy. And this core belief in an afterlife and eternal accountability, it gives serious weight to all those everyday moral decisions, how you treat your parents, your business ethics, even your completely hidden actions. None of it is lost.
We're going to wrap up our explainer today by turning the mirror right back onto you. What gives your life meaning? Whether you are Muslim, Christian, Jewish, atheist, or really just a curious learner, studying a faith like Islam invites all of us to ask the really big questions. Who controls your life? What are you actually willing to sacrifice? Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep searching for truth. Thank you so much for joining me.